For the past couple of years, I tried to switch my language from English to Italian. I tried not to speak English and throw myself completely into Italian language and culture, and honestly, it was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life while living in Italy and immersed in that culture deeply. But on the flip side, it was also the most challenging chapter. Of course, when we are far away from our country and family, it is quite difficult sometimes. But my opinion is the passion of Italy isn't just to see there, it's actually what you can feel, taste, and smell. Italy is a country of love and laughter, and served up with aperitivo. Before, I always believed that traveling cost you leaving the home, but later I realized that traveling is actually finding a new home. And there is one country that I keep coming back to, a place that I feel deeply connected to, a country that feeds my curiosity. This is my love story with the country of Italy. So to explain the story, I have to start from a little bit beginning. Around couple of years ago, when I arrived here in Italy, basically I came from Pakistan and my name is Wajid. For more than a couple of years, I have been living and traveling here in Italy, and I work remotely and I help small business owners to manage their web and landing pages, and travelers to write their cover letters and travel itineraries. So the story is behind my language learning experience of one of the most beautiful language, Italian. So long story short, when I arrived here in Italy, it was so beautiful experience. The colorful, beautiful houses, the language and cuisines. But later, a few weeks later, I realized that there's a big problem between me and Italian people. There's a big difference basically, and the difference was the language barrier. I realized and I noticed that language is the most important tool to connect with that specific Italian people and culture, because I was speaking at that time only a little bit English language. So majority of Italians, 70% plus people in Italy speaks their Italian language.
Ho imparato che bisogna essere pronti davvero all'imprevisto, anche
I not only learned only Italian, but I also learned how to speak with people, how to connect with international people, how to convey your ideas or listen to other people, those who have different beliefs, mindsets, and religions, perspectives. So many things with the branches of, like, language is the base value, and some branches from which you can also learn so many other things about that culture, history, country, or traditions. So this is a little bit idea of how I went through my language learning process in Italy, while meeting with people and living here, randomly traveling with some good and bad experiences. Luca is a great photographer, a professional photographer. So today he is arranging an event in Udine. So अभी हम देखते हैं तस्वीरें खींचेंगे. तस्वीरें आप मेरी खींचेंगे? तस्वीर come si dice la foto in Urdu, sai? तस्वीर.
La foto
तस्वीर.
In Urdu, nella loro lingua.
Un'altra lingua.
in un'altra
La
lingua.
nostra lingua, Urdu.
Come si dice?
Tasveer. Nelson Mandela quote this, and I am paraphrasing, that if you speak to a man a language in which he understands, it goes in his head. But on the flip side, if you speak with him in his native and own language, it goes in his heart. And this is my personal experience. When I speak with Italian people in Italian language, they react so joyfully and happily. When I react when I speak with them in English, so they react just normal. So language is a proper key, or I can say that it's a tool to enter in that other language, tradition, culture, and mix with people. There's a story behind why I motivated and who motivate me and told me the importance of the language. It was January 2020 when I visited a mayor office, a government office in the city of Udine in Italy. We did project with the mayor and shoot some recording with the video, and at the end of the meeting the mayor told me that you are speaking very well English, but you have to learn Italian in order to sustain in Italy. Basically the idea of language learning. At that time I speak a little bit the basic Italian, so when he completes his advice and I initiate to speak with him in their native Italian language and respond him at that time in Italian language.
Sto cercando di imparare
Ah,
italiano
bravo.
in scuola un giorno sì e uno no.
Ah, beh, ma già.
Io sono non madrelingua di italiano.
Certo.
E
Ma è un buon inizio, bravo, complimenti.
piano piano.
Esatto.
Grazie.
With the basic some phrases. When I respond him in Italian, then he react very happily or very joyful that and appreciate me that you learn. It's a very good factor. So the appreciation and the importance he taught me, that gave me the small point of motivation, gave me an idea and the purpose, motive to learn more Italian language, and I was so inspired at the moment. Then I started to learn a basic of Italian from that point. It's a way to immerse in a global culture and another religion, to see the world from different perspective and window. I believe this, that language learning is very fun process. I am little bit scared of language learning by schools or with the same old pattern of table of content, verbs, idioms and conjugations. For me, language learning is a whole new process of language, experience different cultures, some difficulties, meeting with new people. This is the real essence of language, learning a new language. I always support and like the idea of immersing new culture, practicing learning a language. They gives you road to that whole new opportunities and culture.